Hello, welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time watching, my name is Matt, and I'm currently in the process of rebuilding an excavator. So in the last video, I got the engine torn down, but I'm still waiting for parts before I can take it to the machine shop. In this one, I'm going to be back outside removing all the hydraulic cylinders. So the reason I'm doing this now is that, well, especially for these boom cylinders, the seals, or the wiper seals up front, are completely busted open. And I'm worried that just rainwater's pouring in there. I mean, these were leaking really bad. When I first bought this, they had like a garbage bag taped around it just to keep water from pouring in. And when I cracked these lines open, water came out. So hopefully the cylinder's still good, but I think getting it inside will help save it. And if not, I need to figure out how to get a new one. Ooh, that's all water. Uh-huh. Ooh. Perfect. Oh, ooh, that just pops right out of there. It's like there's a thread in there. Oh, this is apparently a non-metric. This grease looks a little old. That's odd. See how loose these are. Okay, good. Ooh, more water. So those should come out pretty easy. Should probably get out of the way, huh? Yep. Do I really want to do this? Probably too early in the video to hurt myself, so we'll just be a little bit safe, just in case. Yep, there we go. Oh, that's heavy. Ooh. There we go. Uh-oh. There's fluid in there, not water. My lucky day. Well, chrome looks nice. Not the best looking fluid in here. That's a lot of water in there. Not a lot of rust colored water. That's, oh, actually, I take that back. Yeah. Whoa. It's gonna slide. Okay. All right. Let's Draining. Okay, nice. Like I said, it's not super heavy. It's a few 100 pounds. Yeah. There we go. Uh-oh. There we go. Got a lot of water on the shaft, but I don't really see anything that's no marks, so hopefully at least this rod's good. Yeah, everything's coming off. Oh, shoot. There we go. Some water in there. Oh, there we go. Nice and easy. It's a little tighter than the other one was. Yep. This cylinder leaks really bad, so I don't think there's going to be anything left in here. Ooh, that landed right there. It's not coming out. The boom cylinder is all the way closed and it's holding this whole thing together. I mean, without it, it would collapse. So I guess I'll just leave this as is for now. And maybe I can do the bucket cylinder. There's no way to, I mean, I'd have to like prop this thing up. Maybe I can think about that for a while. I do need to block off the lines up there just so water doesn't get in, because it has been raining quite a bit recently. Let's try the bucket though. Oh. There it is. Okay, that's out. Ooh, all right. Probably should have secured that better before I pulled it off. Yeah. So the thumb cylinder, this is not a Hitachi cylinder, obviously. And I'm not sure, I haven't touched this thing, but I'm not sure is this pin too short? Is it bent? I guess there's just no keeper on it, maybe? Yeah, it looks like it's too short. I'll figure that out later. I'm not gonna be able to hammer this pin out. Yeah, there's no way I can hammer that pin out. It's gonna hit the thumb. I guess I won't be doing this. Yeah, this one's gonna have to stay in. So this one and the stick cylinder are gonna have to stay in until I can get it to move. I did get the ports covered up there, so at least water won't get in there. And you know, there's not really a concern of water getting up through here since this is aimed down. Uh-oh. Yeah. Lesson learned, I should have broken these free while it was still on the machine, because just with the extension, I can't use the air wrench to get it off. So it's okay, we can put it on the old hydraulic workbench and break them free there. Yep, that's heavy. What was I doing again? Oh, right, hydraulics. No way. It's not going to work. There we go. While I was doing that, a bunch of water fell out of here. Probably not good. Oh, more water on my boot there. Oh. There we go. Whoa. All right, well, a little bit of, rust in there. And it looks like maybe this has never been rebuilt since it still has the original punches in there. I'm not sure. A lot of goo. I see a lot of moisture in there. This area, I can feel that. Good enough. There we go. It's 80. Yes, sir. I'm doing this outside, by the way, because I have a bigger hose out here, which will hopefully make this go easier. There we go. Okay, well, this is not going to work to bust this nut off. There's too much flex in that hydraulic cylinder on the splitter there. I was just hoping this setup would work for all the cylinders because I got 5 to do, plus I have the 2 on the D4 that I need to eventually do. Yep, definitely the hard way. Uh-oh, losing the pin. All right, that was almost a disaster. All right. I know what you're gonna say, why didn't I put the rod down into this spot? I've seen people do it before, but unfortunately, this thing is this under 4 inches, and this is 3.5. It won't fit. Hopefully this works. You've got to be kidding me. Slightly longer breaker bar. What are we going to break? Oh, did I get it? Something happened. I sheared the pin out of there. I was kind of expecting that, to be honest. This is a really crappy breaker bar. Okay, I'm gonna try one more time with an impact wrench. I borrowed this one from my friend. This is like the nice Harbor Freight one. It's supposed to be twice as much torque as the one I was using. And we got it all set up here again. I also ran a dedicated 1/2 inch line. There's only one quick connect. I'll show you where it goes to the compressor. It runs back here. And then I have it directly running into the tank. No pressure regulator, no restrictions. This is all 1/2 inch. And then I regulated the tank down to shut off at about 95 or so PSI. It's gonna go lower because there's some hysteresis in there, but I mean, once it charges back up, it'll be at full pressure. So let's give this a shot. Aha! Oh. Wow, that actually worked really well. Threads look good. Just come off with it. All right. So according to the manual, as long as you can't catch a fingernail on anything, then the chrome's okay on here. The barrel is a little bit more worrying though. I should probably get my own version of that wrench, just because even besides the cylinders, I think it's going to come into handy with the undercarriage, and they're not that expensive. But that worked really, really well. Not looking great in here. So there's like some rust kind of right in this front area. And then there's, well, I'm trying to get some good, there's some spots all down the cylinder. I don't see any like giant scores anywhere. It's like it's just from rust from water sitting. All right. Uh-oh. Get over here. Some muddy water coming out. I guess it's fluid. It's just really not the best. Oh, this one gonna come out by itself. Whoa! Oh, that scared me. All right. Piece of cake. All right, well, it looks betterish, but then you look at this side. I get that in there. Yeah, there's a big worn out area there, rusty or something. And there's a lot of weird looking lines in there. How's this look? Looks pretty good. I'm just kidding. Oops. Ooh, the ball fell out. I caught it though. Right in my hand. Well, I could have sworn the manual told me this was a 70 millimeter nut, but it's actually a 75. I have a 70 and I have an 80. I don't have a 75. So fortunately, they're not too much on Amazon, the cheap Chinese ones. So if you saw me take this thing off, you know I did it pretty sloppily. I wasn't expecting the whole rod to shoot out of there. And I'm sure, I'll no problem taking responsibility. I'm sure I put some scratches on here. But maybe I should get the good camera out so you can see this. So there's actually a lot of scores already on here, and you can see there's rust coming through. So that means they're a little bit older. Ooh, focus. So I did put some, I'm sure I put some marks on here. Let me see if I can find one. Now, all of these have a little bit of rust on them. Yeah, here's even more. I definitely didn't do all these. So, I mean, it was dumb how I took it off, but this, fortunately, I guess I lucked out. I don't know, but this thing was already messed up. So this rod needs to be re-chromed for sure. Ah. These are coming off easier. Now these are hardly on. So these were not nearly as torqued on as the other ones on the other boom and bucket cylinder. Oh, hi. So maybe this has been off before. We'll see. Oh, we'll just pretend that's hydraulic fluid there. Yep. Oh man, this one's There we go. Well, at least it's coming out easy. Oh my gosh. There's so much moisture on here. About to lose it out of here. I'm sure you've been able to tell this is not a non-janky setup. I think there's a better ways to do this. I mean, I think if you reduce the stroke on this cylinder, like had a big block of steel or something over here, this wouldn't be as wobbly. It's been good enough for my uses, but really it just has to work just good enough for it to be not a problem, and that's kind of what it is. But there's definitely better ways to do that. Okay, new setup. Just got it attached to the loader frame. So it's either going to move the tractor or pull this post out. Either way, I guess we'll find out. It is really stuck. Oh, I think that's working it out. Whoa, what was that? It's coming out. I can see it working its way out here. Really stuck. There we go. Oh, oh my goodness. Well, that came off difficultly. Oh, yeah, there's a little bit of rust there, so maybe it was hanging up on that. It actually looks, besides that, it looks better than the other cylinder for the most part. There's another little ring in there, and there's some more. Oh, there's a nice shot. Some more goop in there. This is all the stuff that came out. I mean, it's water with just like a tablespoon of oil, and the rest is water. So I'm actually glad it didn't rust more than that. Anyway, shop's still standing. This is one of the few beams that doesn't have a tie-in. You see how these have tie-ins? I was a little worried about this one getting pulled out, but I mean, it would take a lot of force to pull this out, right? I hope so. A lot of crud on here. Mm-hmm. There we go. It's a nice thing about a powerful impact. if you're patient, it'll end up working usually. This all looks good. So inside here, pretty rusty. This wouldn't have caused it to be hard to pull out. I'm glad I pulled it when I did though, because if it was sitting out for another year with water getting in it, you know, what if we have a deep freeze and a bunch of water freezes in there? All right, well, I'm just gonna leave everything here so I can trip over it for the next few months. I didn't get the nut off of the bucket cylinder yet because the socket hasn't come in for it, but I'm assuming it'll come off easier. It's a smaller nut. I think the torque specs are actually higher for it, but well, I guess if there's a problem, I'll let you know. Otherwise, just assume it came off. The chroming on the two boom rods is great, so I don't think I have to do anything about that. The bucket one I'm gonna have to take in. I think there's only one chroming place left in Portland that'll re-chrome cylinder rods, so I'll have to find out where that is and then take it. If you remember, I had to have the tilt cylinder on the dozer re-chromed, and that's why it took like 10 weeks, is because there's only one shop and they were backed up. So should probably get that ball rolling. As I showed, all three of these barrels had like some rust inside. It wasn't really deep rust, except for maybe this boom cylinder that was really hard to pull out. I'm not an expert on this. I'm assuming they can fix it. Maybe they can re-hone all the barrels, but I'm just gonna take all three into a hydraulic shop and ask them to fix it, and I'm sure they'll tell me what I need to do. By the way, in my mountain of parts here, I did get a new seal kit for all the cylinders. These are not Hitachi kits, but at the same time, these aren't like cheap junk off of eBay or something. This is a real company that puts out quality kits. I'm told the Hitachi kits do not include wear rings or these bushings, but these kits do. They were quite expensive compared to the stuff that you can buy on eBay, but I think they are a quality kit. At least I hope so. What's this? Oh, they included, that's nice. So we got, what do we got here? The bucket, and then we should have two booms in here, I would hope. That's an arm, and yep, there's the other boom. So I believe these are good kits. I guess we'll find out, but they do include a lot of stuff. That's probably good. So that'll be it for this video. Was planning on getting all 5 cylinders off, only got 3. So what is that, a 60%? D minus. I guess that's about right for me. I really wish I could have got that stick cylinder off because I don't want it sitting out there for another winter just getting rusty like the other ones were. I can't think of a way to realistically do it though, you know, short of undertaking some kind of huge engineering project. If you have an idea though, let me know. I'd like to hear it just to get it off of there without the whole boom and stick collapsing in and on itself. Anyways, the next video is gonna be back on the engine. The block is still with the machine shop right now. It's getting new liners pressed in it and a couple other things, but it should be back any day and we'll get to work on that. Unfortunately, the injection pump is out at the same shop that did the injectors, and they're a little bit slower, but I really wanted to get the injection pump kind of gone over and cleaned out. There was so much dirt in the injectors, so I think this is kind of like a no-brainer to do. But we should be able to get the lower end of the engine done, pistons, rods, crank. Basically, I had to end up replacing everything except for the crank and the rods. Everything else was pretty much junk. So anyways, I'll see you back for that one. Thanks a lot for watching, guys.